Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. When I do the rides, I always say, good morning, everybody. And they're like, we just want to go riding and we're tired. I go, hey, good morning. Bring the energy, right? We got a day ahead of us here. We got a day ahead of us of riding here. So, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're kicking off a big week right now. It is the 4th of July. Which is like Independence Day, right? The 4th of July, just the date there. But it's a week that, if I can tell by the vibe of what people got going on, a lot of people are taking vacation, they're out recreating, they're gone, they're traveling, or you know what you do when you're off of work? There's two things I do when I'm off of work. I don't know you guys. One is I eat like a dumpster, all right? The best diet is coming to work, I found, right? And the best budget is coming to work, right? So all the people off of work, they're gonna want to spend some money, right? Because they have time and they're like, hey, what am I gonna do this week? I need to get a new right? I'm going to South Dakota in a week, and you know what I'm doing? Spending some money before I go, right? And it's all those things. So think about that when we're interacting with customers right here. So want to go over get a mindset, right? The huddles should be all about, hey, it's Tuesday morning, you had a long weekend, right? You're coming off a couple of days off, it's hot out, right? It's a mental attitude adjustment. One of the things that when we do our yearly meetings, the 1 year meeting there is we do a PowerPoint. And back in the day, John Fine would do my PowerPoint for me. I'd say, John, this is what I want, get this all done. And I'd just give him the ideas. He did an awesome job with the PowerPoint. And I'll always remember this because I just say, John, I got some ideas. Throw them on there, and he'd make it work. And one of the things that John put on there was team. All right, that was his own, he came up with that, not me. I didn't say I want this acronym also. He put team on there. And I go, that's pretty impressive, John. Thinking that way, that's what we want, not just doing the task. Team. Team is together, everyone achieves more. Together, everyone achieves more. All right? So I got in an argument with a staff member, 5 years ago or something. She was saying, we're a family here. And I got really fucking pissed off. I said, we're not a fucking family. All right? Because I'll tell you, my wife's family, it's fucking dysfunctional. Right? I mean, like they don't even talk half the time. They're trying to backstab each other all the time. Right? And she goes, we're a family. We take care of it. No, we're not. We are a team. We have a common goal. Right? I play basketball 4 or 5 days a week, right? I'm not afraid to hold people accountable, saying, hey, man, we got a box. I'm also not afraid to be held accountable, like, man, I let that guy get a three-pointer on me, right? And if you think about it, we're all here for a common goal. Because I'm looking at everyone here, and Matt, you and I have an awesome personal relationship. How many times have I been to your house?
Never.
Okay, how about your old house?
Never.
Never, right? So is that a friendship or is that a team, right? Hey, I like Matt, we got a lot of same stuff, but I've never been to your house. Now, other than you guys playing games at night, which is past I got my Nintendo 8-bit set up at home there, right? Is I don't recreate with you guys, but we also all want to think about what are we commonly doing together, right? And that's what team means. So when we work together, right, we can all be successful, right? One of the things that we used to do training on is we said, well, when you want to get good habits, say I used to, right? Dylan, we just talked about, I used to do that. I wish I did that more, right? We used to do the Spader, most boring video training ever. You watch some old videos, some of you guys have seen it there. But it talks about how much energy you waste fighting with customers, managers, interdepartmental, and coworkers. And any amount of energy you put forth in that is a waste of the goal. Right? Why would you do any of that stuff? So I'm just here, man, thinking about it's Tuesday morning, right? Roy's gone, he's gone all week here. Jordan said, hey, would you take the huddle on? I'd love to take the huddle on. So this is what I'm bringing, just bringing a message, bringing a mindset. Team, we all work together. So when we have inner bickerings, which just sitting over here, I hear it, right? And I know my wife has it at her job at Lawrence, and everyone else is have that stuff. I want you to be smarter than that and say, hey, is this good to the common goal of what we want to do? And what we want to do is win and hit goals and hit budgets and take care of customers with great experiences. Or is it I just want to be a fuckface and backstab someone? Because I've heard it, man, dude, I've been over here for like 4 days again. It's like, this guy fucking didn't do this right. Well, then fucking correct it. Talk like a human being. Because we all have the same common goal. It's the same as in morning basketball. Man, I gave up 2 game-winning baskets this morning. We played 3 games. I gave up 2 of them. They're like, oh, Tom, and how many more are you up? I go, yeah, you're right. I got to work harder because I don't want to lose that game. Brian, he's a jackass. He goes, oh, you're 0 for 3 today, huh, Tom? I go, yup, I am. I walked out of there saying, oh, I'm 0 for 3. And they go, oh, are you mad? I go, no, I'll just take it out to the guys at work today. And I laugh, right? But no, but I want you to really think about it. It's a mindset. What the fuck are you doing here today? Are you here to just hang out and bicker and do that stuff? Or are you here to make our common goal? Because I said we're not all friends. Some of you guys are friends, that's awesome. When I was in my 20s, I had some awesome friends who are still friends today. But we all have a common goal now. And I want you to think about that when we're interacting with each other. Are we interacting with each other because we want to be right? Or are we interacting the way we want to be rich? And rich is not the money, it's the goals. Right? And I go back to John. Together, everyone achieves more. Together, everyone achieves more. And what does Sam Dancer say the hardest part of your job is? Does anyone know?
Mind-numbing.
The mind-numbing redundancy. Same thing over again. Oh my God. Right? Dylan, right? Not intended to have this conversation. Dylan just said, he used to do Taekwondo. He said, I wish I did that now. I wish I carried on with that. Well, let's start up again. All right? Let's start out with something that was a good habit, because what we see is the deterioration, or what Roy says, evaporation of process. Why would we let that evaporate? Oh, because you know what? I'm lazy. I didn't want to do that. Well, did you want to win or did you want to be lazy? Did you want to just collect a paycheck or did you want to be successful? And that's what together everyone achieves more. All right? Is thinking that way all the time. Right? And I'm not that smart. Right? I'm just smart enough to listen and take other people's ideas and say, why can't we all think this way? Right? Because I'm looking at a fucking bunch of smiling faces like, yeah, we're all ready to run through a wall right now. Why don't we start our day that way every day? You guys are in control of your own attitudes. Right? That's the only person is. All right? My wife is in control of my attitude. All right? Depends on how she gets at me in the morning. But it's just, I wanted to come with a mindset of where we're at. Together, everyone achieves more. Let's work together. If we have interdepartment conflict, that's deteriorating our process, deteriorating our goals. All right? It's like fishing with the anchor hanging out the back end. All right? So I want to go with a team together. Thank you again, John. That was awesome. I'll always remember that because it came from a place that I didn't expect it when he did that for me. Cool, and it sticks with me, right? And all you gotta do in life is find a couple nuggets that stick with you that makes your core values, and this is how we do stuff. All right? Pretty easy stuff. Right? Now you're all excited, you know what's gonna happen. The phone's gonna ring, and server's like, oh shit, and we'll go back to what we did in the past. You gotta overcome that in your head here. So, team, together, everyone achieves more. Customer review of the week, Scott Van Dyke. He wrote on here, got me taken care of right away and fixed any issues that came up. Thank you, team. Loving the bike, so is the family. And I took that one because we fixed the issues that came up. Anything. I don't know what it was. I said, you know what, but relationships are built stronger when you have a little bit of conflict and you take care of an issue. You prove your mettle. All right? When everything's all awesome, I was like, yeah, it was cool. I didn't know that. It's what happens when adversity happens. And whatever happened with Scott, if it could have been the smallest thing, he was happy as all heck. We got to prove our mettle. I had one of those in Sheboygan that I got to sell a $75,000 boat to a dude, right, from a workshop I did. He was, man, back before you guys took over, I'd walk in there and people wouldn't even look at me. I go, well, I'll make sure we take care of that, right? And you know what he did? He asked me a couple of electronics questions on a boat because I knew my stuff, and he goes, in the end, Chris goes, hey, we just sold Kinnick a $70,000 boat with $20,000 in electronics. I go, holy cow! Dude, I just said listen, right? So thinking about that all the time, and that's why Scott Van Dyke is an awesome one. All right, so personal news. Personal news, not fishing reports or soccer games or all that shit. It's the time to talk about, hey, this is stuff that's going on in my life. It might be affecting the outside forces here, right? That's where it came from, was our Skogan book. So does anyone have any personal news? Yes?
Kind of work related, but I just wanted to make an announcement quick. I'm going to be taking new photos for the website. They're going to be like general photos of your department, not like team photos or anything. So just be prepared for that. I think it'll be today. And just take a few minutes to help me out if possible. It'll be quick, but yeah.
Be cooperative. She's not gonna try to get your face. I can't believe how many of you guys hate having your own brand. It sucks for you guys because my brand is pretty powerful. I find I can sell 10 t-shirts in 2 hours on Facebook by saying this. It's your brand, guys. Think, oh, this is what I recommend. But she's gonna use hands and backs and stuff like that. All right. So thinking about that. Any other personal news? No one's dying. No one's getting married. No one's having any kids. All right. Good. We're good there. Crank it up.
All right, Matt Bowe nominated John Kiffel. Great catch last week in the service department. Thank you for always being on top of things and ready to act. Mitch nominated Claudia and Roy for setting up and running a great 50th anniversary event. And then Claudia's gonna give out this one this week.
All right, so I am giving this one to Evan in sales this week because he's always willing to do videos for social media with me, even though we kind of pushed him into it right away without him knowing much. He stepped right up and he volunteers every time to get it done quickly. I appreciate his flexibility and willingness to work with me.
Awesome. Well, Kevin's great attitude. All right, high level. Riley is no longer with us. Riley is my cousin. All right, Riley, I used to babysit Riley. He's going to go to elevator and escalator school. He says, I got to try it out. I'm like, cool. I actually got him on board for these couple months to get us through. I go, it's cool. Try it out, dude. You're going up or going down, whatever it is here. He's welcome back, all right? All right. Again, one of the things, hey, we try new things, right? Veronica did not work out, all right? The job was too much for her. She's not here anymore. She said it's not working out. So boomerang theory, right, Scogan, boomerang back, someone comes back. Heather is back with us. She said, you know what? It's not that bad here, and we love having her back, so let's give her a big round of applause for welcoming her back. Song, joke, or dance. You gotta do a song, a joke, or a dance. That's how we started. You gotta sing a song or a joke or a dance. All right. Birthdays. We are not going to announce birthdays for everyone. I watch these huddles like, oh, these don't know who these people are. So if you're in the store, we'll talk about your birthday. But if you're in Sheboygan, dude, I don't know half the people down there. I don't care about their birthday necessarily. So birthdays. But my nephew Tanner, our Amazon employee, is is July 7th. He'll be getting his license. He'll be getting his license on the 8th. All right. So, all right. Culture card. Treat all people like you want to be treated. No, right? What is it? Treat all people like they want to be treated. How do you know how they want to be treated?
Get to know them.
You get to know them. All right, that's why glad, ready, eager, enthused, tuned in is so important in format. Family, information, recognition, motivation, animals, and teams. I get to know the person, and then I can treat them that way. All right. All right. We will be closed on Friday. I think we're gonna be busy on Saturday because we're one of the few places that open on Saturday. All right. And I think it's gonna be an awesome opportunity. We're open on Saturday here. Claudia's gonna get some postings out and all that stuff, making sure we're all set that way. Matt and I are leading a big group up to South Dakota in a week and a half, and after that, we are coming back and we have a Woody's meetup. And again, if you don't know what it is, it's a reason to get people out riding and support the clubs up north there. Accountability issues, team, man. Let's focus on overall that stuff there. Okay, quick. Jordan, what's going on in the sales department?
Yep, so midterm meltdown this month. We ended at 114 last month, so good unit count. AI was down. Finance AI was down as well. But
Are we fixing that?
We're starting over in July.
We're fixing that?
We know what Heather brings. Nothing like new and special this month. Polaris dropped some rebates, so pricing's going to change a little bit downward, but that's right. We still got ridges and a lot of motorcycles to power through yet.
So every opportunity, customers buying new toys, keep the excitement high. Parts and service, Matt, let's get it rolling.
Parts, we hit our goals, but left some cream that we could have had. UTV was 1704, 29 out. LPI 187. Start July good. Bike stuff, gear, and apparel still strong. So gear and UTVs.
Let's do it. People are out using their stuff. The phone will start ringing. Let's get out. Let's open the doors up. Let's get excited. Team, together, and choose more. Let's roll.